Why are we so gray?
Because it's darker in here. Jolly Run, hello.
Hi. I guess they didn't load it.
I'm actually about 5 minutes early. So that's not a bad thing.
I think nobody is talking to you right now.
Oh, yes, they are. Hi, Steve. How are you?
Hi, Steve.
Hi, Orphan.
Hi, everybody. My name is Daniela.
Hey, where's that piece of paper I framed you?
I don't know.
I'll show you the
There is River Dance.
What's your coupon?
I'm trying to look at it.
All right, gang, I'm back. I am doing well. I did plan on making it last night at 7 p.m. And at last night at 7 p.m., we were headed back to the ER. So that did not work out as well. Hi, Miss Debbie.
Hi, Miss Debbie.
And as y'all can see, I kind of had to reposition this evening, but we're okay.
LOL, is that his end of his name?
No, his name is Steve. And he said LOL. Smarty pants?
Hey, doctor said you can't LOL.
That's true. Doctor said I could not LOL.
No laughing out loud.
No laughing out loud. So how is everyone this evening? Glad y'all stopped by. I know it's Friday and a lot of people have plans on weekends. And hi, Diane. And like I said, I had planned on this last night, but it didn't work out. But I did want to stop by and let y'all know I'm okay. And as far as I can tell, I should be able to get back to videos on Monday. I am working for the weekend. I did end up taking an extra day off. Not expected, but that was okay. So I needed to rest, and yeah, we're good. So I worked today, and everything is going along well. Hi, Nora. I'm doing well. I'm doing much better than I was. I can say today I am sore where before I actually hurt. So September 4th. Debbie, that'll be here before you know it. So I did not get both legs done. There again, the morning we were to leave, I knew there was going to be another hiccup in the road. I thought we found that on the way there when my daughter ran over not a limb, but a actual tree branch. We had to stop to get from under the car, but that wasn't it. Legs were a lot worse than they thought, so we only got the left leg done. Where the right leg at that point in time was questionable, um, because they could not find a heartbeat in the right foot. That later turned around, so um, it was actually a 3-hour adventure for him to do my left leg. That turned out was not a 50 or 55% blockage as reported. It was 100% blocked. And then we had some internal bleeding afterwards. So, got through all of that. Everything is going fine now. Oh, I am feeling better, Joanne. It was quite painful afterwards, I have to admit. And this time I was kind of strapped down to the hospital bed where I wasn't before. The first time I was able to get up or whatnot, and they had so much hooked to me, I just couldn't get up. 10:30 that night, they come in and unhook me and let me get up to make sure I could get up and walk. And so really, I didn't start walking until yesterday. When I come home Wednesday, I'll be honest with you, I slept for hours upon hours upon hours. I did not sleep any Monday night for anxiety. Could not sleep in the hospital because one, not I'm only flat on my back. Everything is hooked up to me. Could not be comfortable, and I was in pain. So no sleep for me Tuesday, and I come home Wednesday and went down. Then yesterday, with me getting up for the first time walking, what happened was my bruising from the internal bleeding was still there, of course, and we expected that. But then sometime in the evening, it just decided it was going to spread like wildfire. So we weren't sure if that was normal or not, and called the doctor, and he had me meet me at the ER. That turned out to be fine. He went ahead and checked my blood level while I was there. So I got some good sleep last night too, and so today I am just sore, and I can't say I'm hurting. And I've done a lot of walking today. Probably maybe overdone it a little bit on the walking today. Um, but everything is looking up. I'll go in next week for my follow up, and we'll find out when we're going to take out the right leg. Clicked on it. It was right in the middle of your granddaughter being goofy. Of course. Of course. Yeah. She realized she could get up behind me. Yeah. So I'm glad that, y'all were able to stop by tonight. We were able to get our weekly check in going. I want to give a shout out to Harry. Harry is a local YouTuber here that offered us tickets last weekend, and I so bad wanted to go and was unable to because I couldn't get up to the tower. Could do a lot of walking that I thought I could do, and but that was totally awesome. Also, shout out to Patty because we know she catches us always on the replay. And yeah. So how has everybody been doing? What's your week been like? I feel like I've missed all of this week. I've been in a daze. Like I said, today is really my first day back up working. Well, Debbie, I'm glad to see you've got an appointment coming up. So, and Diane, you've been awesome about checking in on me. I appreciate that. So, yeah, everything has been going along pretty smoothly since then. 10th chemo this morning. Joanne, congratulations, dear. How many more you got to go? I have an aunt that's doing chemo for breast cancer. 2 more to go. All right, we're cheering you on. Cheering you on. Now, are you going to look at surgery after chemo? I know a lot of times that comes after the chemo sessions. Let me tell you guys, I am living proof that anything is possible. Okay. So, bottom line, what it has come down to is I've been walking around with 290% blockages in my heart, which we know were fixed. And I've been walking around on 2 legs that were 100% blocked. Anything is possible. Filled with anxiety all week, right through to your birthday. When is your birthday, Steve? Yeah, Hodgkin. Okay. Okay. Um, Anxiety is never good. And that can be treated. I mean, my anxiety creeps up right before procedures. Hi, Angelina. Yeah, and it's no joke. Anxiety is no joke. 8/20/84. Well, happy birthday, Steve. I hope you had a good one. Hi, Alice. Doing well. Doing well. Yes, because Joanne, we will certainly keep you in our prayers, and Steve too, as he gets that under control. Um, Anxiety is no joke, and I'll tell you, anxiety hit me hard. Where um, quit smoking. A lot of people that's your option to quit smoking. This wasn't an option. Absolutely, you must do it. And guys, I've done well. I'm what am I, Jessica? 7 weeks out. I'm like 7 weeks no cigarettes. So yeah. Well, let's see what we have. Hi, Mary, for Joanne. Joanne, you've got some decisions coming up, and for whatever reason, it looks like these are decisions that you've been putting off, and it delayed treatment. That's okay. I believe delays are meant for a reason. I was real disappointed when they told me they weren't going to get to both legs. I was really, really disappointed. But of course, he going in, he had no idea that that left leg was 100% blocked either. I went under thinking the right leg was being done because that was my worst leg, and come out and the left leg had been done. So it was. I was hoping it was going to be my last one, but it's not. They only got the left leg done, so we still got to get the right one done. Yes, we will. Finances and relationship with your mom. Alice, would go scream, honey, because it shows me it's the end of an emotional cycle. And when you see the end of one cycle ending and another one beginning, it can be a little emotional all at once before things turn around to a positive. So if you want to go scream, you've got my permission. Open the back door and let it rip. Or if you're smoking a couple of days and you're making progress, it is progress. You remember they first put me on the patch Memorial Day weekend. Okay. So for the month of June and the first 2 weeks of July, I was still smoking 2, 5 a day. I'm not gonna lie, packed before surgery, not good, but I did. Um, but then it was something about the stents going in that just stopped me completely, and just to rely on the patch. And I learned that you could put CBD in a vape, and that has helped me tremendously because you don't have nicotine and tar and stuff in it. And it's safer than the no nicotine vape juice because they really don't know what's in that. So that has been a saving grace for me. Alice has to quit vaping. Okay, look at the CBD oil. Okay, or someone else has brought this to my attention. I have could not imagine trying it in a vape. I have not tried it. Olive oil and coconut oil. Why can't you put them in a vape? It's a thought. Hi, Haley. Okay, Amanda's quit and she vapes every now and then. Yeah, so these are things. Um, I'm gonna be honest with you. The CBD oil is a little thicker, so it's gonna be rougher on the vape. So if you want to make sure you have a vape where you have voltage control on that, but it has been working for me. And sometimes someone had mentioned the breathing exercises because part of smoking is just that inhaling, just stopping inhaling. So, how far are you from Fredericksburg? An hour, about an hour, right? Fredericksburg, straight up 95.
We're almost an hour from Ashland. Fredericksburg's 2 hours.
2 hours. 2 hours from Fredericksburg. The glue and the patches, I think. I'm allergic to it. The vape pen is not helping. Oh, girl, I don't know what to tell you, orphan. Just, if you're down to a handful a day, that's progress. What they tried with me is putting, like, if I was smoking five, to put five into a Ziploc bag, and when I reached into the Ziploc bag, I was done for the day, and then the next week I would have four. So just do what you can. Just make sure you quit. Your nephew is moving there for work. Fredericksburg is actually a very nice area. Yeah, the vape pen I didn't like. I got one of these. This is called a Zero. It's about the size of a cigarette lighter, and it does have three voltage controls. And what I like about it, I always kept my cigarette lighter in my pocket, and that kind of feels like that's what's in my pocket. Um, and like I said, the oil is actually harder on the actual vape, but to me, it's worth it because I'm not on any nicotine tar or anything. Orphan is an hour and 15 from Fredericksburg. Who was my favorite author? James Patterson. Matter of fact, I just picked up like four of his books last week. You must be a little psychic. You're going to miss him. Where is he moving from, Alice? Johnson City, Tennessee. Broke down there, so familiar with that too. He will like Fredericksburg. Fredericksburg is kind of comparable to like Chattanooga. It doesn't have the Richmond crime, even though he's only an hour from Richmond, but it's just a nice area. It kind of places him right between DC and Richmond, but he doesn't want to go north of there, which is going to be Quantico, which he can sit in traffic for 2 hours, just to let him know. So, Anne Rice. Is this an author? Crime in Fredericksburg is nothing like DC or Richmond. It's more of a rural area that they just popped up a little city. So, like I said, I'm going to kind of compare it to like Chattanooga, where like Chattanooga is a city like in a little valley. So, it's not bad at all. Interview with the Vampire. Okay. Yeah, he'll like that area. He'll like that area. I'm not familiar with Anne Rice. My biggest author, like I said, is James Patterson. I love going to Goodwill because I always pick up his books in there for like $2-3 versus the 25 that you pay when they first come out. And I just picked up 4 last week, and we picked up the book that it was a movie that they did. It's called Heaven is for Real. If any of y'all saw that movie about the little boy, I actually got the book and read that in one night. It was a great read. Your aunt, uncle, and cousin live there. Okay, cool. Yeah, Fredericksburg's a good area. Good, clean little town. Yes, wonderful book. James Patterson is a thriller. He does some crime books and things like that. He does some sequels. He does very, very short chapters. He is the world leader as far as an author that's sold over 1 billion copies. And if I'm not mistaken, his sign-in bonus right now is $20 million per book. The book I mentioned, Heaven is for Real. Really, really, really a good book. I think my daughter's reading it now. Are you reading it now?
No.
You need to read it. It's good. And they did a movie on it. It's about a little boy who had an experience, and he's age 3 when he starts talking about the other side. So it is a true story, and for one, it's one for me that has crossed over and saw that side and a cardiac arrest. He is very on point with a lot of what he says. So it was just really, really a good read. I haven't seen the movie. Yes, give it a read. It's a short book. They've got some good family photos so you can see what they look like. It is based on a true story. And it's just really well done. So, in anything y'all want to read by James Patterson, the man is incapable of writing a bad book. Every one he has ever produced has been a bestseller. Yes, the Heaven is for Real book. The title, the same as the book and the movies. I think it is, isn't it? Yeah, it's the same title. Well, you can email me anytime. I check emails often. But yeah, suspense writer. That's what James Patterson is. It's a suspense writer. And literally, his books designate some time to read it because I promise you, whatever one you pick up, you're not going to be able to put down. I've heard of her. They said that she's good too. And then my grandmother was a big Patricia Cornwell and Danielle Still. They're good books. Joanne, I'm glad you stopped by. Like I said, I know we're a night off, but I'm glad to see you. Good luck to you. We're cheering you on. 2 more treatments to go. No, I have not. Is that a good book, Alice? So funny y'all bought this up because I thought about reading a book this weekend. This weekend, I just plan to do readings and kind of take it easy and hopefully back up full speed the first part of the week. So I do have a goal that one day I'm going to own all of James Patterson's books. Right now, I've got to make a list because I've got a couple of them that people have bought me or that I bought that I have repeats of, so I'll donate them to someone. But yeah, that would be my goal. And I don't even know how many books the man has written. That's cool. That's a good combination: suspense, mystery, and funny. The Seven Sisters. I've actually heard of that, Mary. So funny because I usually post on here and on social media that we'll be live at 7. And last night something just kept preventing me from putting it up there. And I didn't know if it was maybe I was tired. I didn't know if I'd be awake at 7. Um, but I'm glad I didn't. They're all named after stars. That's really cool. I will have to look into that. So yeah. How's the weather in Virginia? Hot. Bad storms this evening. That's kind of beginning like a daily thing now. But according to the weather, I think we're going to start cooling off a little bit next week, or maybe at least hitting a couple days in the 80s, which will be a refreshing change. So, yeah. Steve, you still thinking about moving back here? Yeah, Nikki B's not in here this evening. She may be working. But she had said something about there have been some bad storms. Cool, and Maryland feels like fall. Welcome relief. Okay, so see, guys, my favorite seasons are spring and summer, and I've missed both because of all of this. So I'm really hoping that I'm going to enjoy fall or make myself enjoy fall this year. I mean, I do enjoy Halloween. It's all about being a big kid and candy, right? Let's see what we got for Angelina. Yes, Mary, thank goodness. Her breast lump is benign. Angelina, you've got a short or shallow victory that you're about to celebrate. And this looks like to me has been like something you've been waiting on, some news you've been waiting to come in, but something you're definitely ready to celebrate. Might not mean a whole lot to the ones around you, but it means a lot to you. Mary, I certainly hope you're celebrating this weekend. I'm glad to see your lump is benign. A comfortable dumpster. Oh my heavens. Spring isn't fun. Yeah, we have what we call the pollinating around here is rather rough. This is wonderful news. Let's see what we have from Miss Haley. Hi, Deb. I'm glad you joined us. Yeah, I was a day late, hon. Okay. Um, Haley, message for you. There's too much procrastinating. Okay? It's time for you to take care of what you're putting off. Be warmer for longer this fall. Angela is the Farmer's Almanac. I go by it. If they say it's gonna be warmer, I support it. Maybe there's somebody giving me a little bit of extended break there since I had missed all of spring and summer. Definitely reasons to celebrate, Mary. Hi, Christiana. I'm doing well. Okay, Miss Orphan. Orphan, you got the same message as another, and it's the end of that emotional cycle. So when that cycle ends, another one commences. So sometimes it'd be a little emotional, or you may feel a little bit more emotional. It could be your anxiety goes up, or you're feeling a little overwhelmed, but it shows that you're moving into a better emotional cycle. Alice, no, 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 no. On that particular house, because if it is, you're going to be led to a better one. Your house still fell through. To a relationship in the future. Tiffany. Tiffany, right now, I can tell you it's running into fall. It doesn't show me it's anything of the long term as of yet. So, right now, let's embrace that and we'll look at it again in the fall. Miss Diane. Diane, I got a couple of messages for you. Okay. One saying that you need to be aware of your surroundings, but then the other is telling me that there is positive changes coming into your home place within the next 2 weeks, and it's something, whatever it is, you're really, really excited about it. Well, brown-eyed lady. Fall is around the corner. Amanda Martin. Jason, cut that down. Amanda, it shows that you're under some kind of a healing, whether that is mental or physical, but some kind of healing is taking place that is working to your good. Smell flowers, but the week I smell cigar. What do you think? I think it's whoever is passing through, Steve. They decided not to buy it. Okay. Okay. That means that something bigger and better is coming. Don't worry. Don't panic. If it was a cause for concern, you know I will tell you. Christiana. Ooh, you got a financial blessing coming in. Edgar Casey was one of my guides. It's so cool. Hopefully, it's true. There is a whole lot on Edgar Casey. A lot of reading you could do on him. Orphan Steve, she's asking you a good question. Hi, M. Garcia. Thank you for joining us. You're welcome, Diane. Mary, double numbers can indicate a repeat. Usually a repeat to something better. Any particular number or just double numbers? You're welcome, Miss Alice. Trust me when I say it's going to be good. 5 5 just to repeat the number. It just means something is about to repeat itself or a cycle is about to repeat itself. But it's a good cycle. It's not a negative cycle. Repeating numbers the last 2 days. And see, I haven't even paid attention, so now I'm going to have to watch for repeating numbers. Possibly, Steve. Possibly. Steve, I do have a message for you, just kind of bleeped in here, so I'm going to share it with you. And it's don't overextend yourself. True. Oh, I've been so far out of it, I haven't noticed numbers at all. Just like if somebody asks you to commit to something or do something and you really don't want to do it, don't hesitate, tell them no. Don't overextend. Judgment is there months and a week since trial been over and now found out the lady that has my son has been under investigation was hidden. Sweetheart, my heart goes out to you. I have a friend of mine, she goes to trial in October 1st. She hasn't seen her son in a year. A brown feather. I have to think on that, orphan. Usually they're white feathers. I don't know what a brown feather would indicate. It is the hardest thing ever. She calls me often. We pray together often. It is the hardest thing ever, but you have to hold on to the brighter picture of when it's all said and done. That's when the challenge starts of getting that child emotionally right of what they've been through. I like that where you're saying grounding and balance. That would make sense. Peace, harmony, things like that. Amanda, we will keep praying for you too. So I know it's rough. I know it's rough. This has been in court since October of last year, and so help me, the trial is October 1st. And it has been an emotional journey. Mary Combs, what do we have coming up for you? Ooh, some restless energy setting in on you, Mary. You need to break away. You need to do things differently. You need a little bit of freedom. Sometimes the smallest changes in routine can lead to bigger things, and that's what I'm seeing for you. Well, a white feather is usually an indication of someone that you know or someone that you know that is past being surrounded by you. Dread. I know what path to take. Don't want to be stuck. Well, Steve, that anxiety doesn't help with those feelings either. Two young, it's a 10-month-old and a 3-year-old, and he is 7. Ironically, her boy is 7 too. Deb. Deb, you got a lesson well learned, but it's going to lead you to do something bigger and better. Mom, and it's not going well. She's going downhill. Well, Alice, all you can do, hon, is embrace that and just kind of work with what you've got. Well, that would be the representation of that white feather. Thank you, Riverdance. Riverdance. What we got? Oh, girl, you need to put your foot down. Stop people from taking advantage of you. Okay? Enough is enough. There is love of hope. Hello. Um, and I say that really that you need to put your foot down. You also got some kind of a contract that you're about to sign or a large purchase, but River Dance is something you're really, really excited about. All good. Awesome. Just cheer me on. Well, I want y'all to know I thought about you last night when I was in the ER. Um, I told my daughter she'd come back there with me, and I'm like, by now everybody on YouTube thinks something's wrong because I'm not on and you're not on. So, yeah. Orphan, just kind of embrace her for who she has become, hon. She has no control on that. Love, hope, hope. What we got for you? Delays in plans, going to be frustrating, but there is a reason for that delay. So remember that. Steve, I think you need to put yourself first instead of everyone else. And really, really take some time to pray about on where you're being led and let that fall into place for you. You got to trust where you're being led. And sometimes it's a lot easier said than done. Yay, Deb. I appreciate that. Deb, you got some kind of healing energy going on around you as well. SD, Derek or Matt? What are you asking me there? Miss Debbie Smith, you also have a lesson well learned, but you've got some current decisions to make. Okay? And this may be regarding your health. To be more specific, it may be a doctor. I don't know if you're looking at changing doctors or looking at seeing another doctor. I know you said something about you have an appointment coming up September 4th. That could very well be it. Love, hope, hope. I do see that you're being led to a good job. I am doing much, much better. Tiffany, sweetheart, you got to find what makes you happy. I see some unhappiness around you, but it's you being unhappy with yourself. Maybe some low self esteem issues. Birthday numbers on the clock indicating you beginning. Images, my areas that I need to hear. The communication is not going well there. Both of you are being too closed off and reserved and just need to come out with how you feel, good, bad, or ugly. Just need to come out with it. Brown eyed lady, you are welcome. You're welcome, Miss Deb. For the message with the Pisces, I see emotions, a lot of emotions. Surround yourself with the white light, Steve. Visualization, just surround yourself with the white light. Up, I got a couple of you saying the connection's in and out. I'm holding strong on this end. Lasts like 60 seconds. Okay, guys. I'm not locked up on this end, so we'll see what happens. Their connection's going in and out. Connection on and off. Anything for this Gemini. Let's see what we have corner for you. Debbie, YouTube is still undergoing some changes from a beta system, and so I can't say what the buffering is all about. I am back. I'm breaking up on your end. Yep, I'm getting reports that we're having problems buffering here more off than on. All right, let's give this a couple minutes, see if it's going to straighten out. All is going well. Okay, so I want to try this again. How many of you are having a buffering problem on your end? Maybe. Okay, now. Buffering here also. Okay, this is what we're going to do. Okay, guys, I'm going to log off. I'm coming right back, so stick around, okay?